My people, time oh. Top FM 105, 3 we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Run ready, in a play. Alex D. We're right there. He back to differ. I beg to differ, my people. Oh. If you're not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk, me not go high. Call Mr. George Nubo, bring that sense. Better than spitting, no nonsense. Must right, talk and play best. Don't fair. Yes, me strong woman, yeah. If you wrong, she go say ah.
Oh yes, indeed. We'd like to say good evening, and welcome, whatever you're doing and however the case may be like. This is the Bed to D4. My name is Chris Beware, and I'm here tonight. Let me say good evening to Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome. And today is Friday.
Good evening, Chris. Why your camera is muted.
Oh yes. Let me try to work on something quickly. Yeah, let me work on something quickly. While you're speaking to your people, let me do that quick, very, very quickly.
Well, you trying to hire yourself first? You're muted. Chris, you're muted.
Okay. Let me see today. Mr. Wright, good evening. And I already said. Good evening, Mr. Wright. And thanks so much. I'm so glad and grateful. Even though I can watch the platform, seeing you every day, but I'm so glad to be on the platform of Bed to D4. And let me say good evening to our regular followers. Those who follow on Alarm and Facebook, YouTube, and even the radio. I'd like to say many thanks to every one of you. I Bet to D4 is the regular and usual program, and Chris Beware is here tonight. I always gonna be with you Friday and that Saturday. So let me go over to the co-host and the man who going to maintain and control the flow. And Mr. Wright, don't forget, tonight for us is the wakekeeping of our sister who died right behind, the station. So I will not be doing too much talking. I think you're getting the feedback. Yeah, so, but I'm here and I'm going to be with you. Thank you so much for having me. And I hope and I know that you are happy to see me. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, Chris. Good to see you. Thanks for being on the platform again. I mean, you guys are doing an excellent work. I'm glad y'all got the thing, figured out because it's just going to be tough on one person going straight 6 nights, on the program. So we're glad that you guys share it up. And I know when you come, I see the energy in you, so that's good. We want you to come and be energized and be part of the show because that also energizes, us too on the other side. So that's good. Well, thanks to the followers that I see, we're getting the light going up. Let's do this, Chris. As usual, continue to take your call, do your thing until the other panelists can come on. Okay? All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much. So, folks, if you're out there, yeah, let's take the short break and get adjusted with other things. When we come back, we're going to be taking phone lines, our callers. We're going to be taking our callers, those of you who know about the program. And this is where we discuss issues. Oh my God. This is where we discuss issues relating to the growth and development of Grand Gator County. We want to say sorry to our listeners and followers tonight. Yeah, we're at our office. We have people having, bookkeeping. So we'd like to say sorry, but we need to maintain that. So the fact that on Abed D for 9 o'clock, we open a phone line for our listeners. And that particular portion, we call it what is on your mind, what is happening, what is going on, what can you tell us? Yes. So if you want to be part of the show tonight, let's take the short break. When we come back, we open the phone line. Let me do adjustment, see the other thing, then I come back. So be there, not to go away. I am wonderful and happy to post every one of us while we await the next and our panelists right here to join us.
Lead that shout. To 12 midnight. The problem time, no sleeping business. Your voice matter so. My people, time Top FM 105, 3 we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Run ready, in a play. Alex D. We're back there. He back to differ. I beg to differ, my people. Oh. If you're not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk, me not go high. Call Mr. George Nubo, bring that sense. The veterans meeting, no nonsense. They must right, talk and clear. Don't see anything fair. Yes, me strong woman, yeah. If you wrong, she go say ah. Everybody, how decide? For me country, we the light. In my people, you're ready. Grand bass and steady. From bush down, from market to yard. No matter strong, we hit it hard. We go talk them. If they hide the truth, I'll bring them. If you beg more, pull yourself. We must speak for next people.
Welcome back. Thanks so much for being there. This is Top 105.3, the voice of Teach Our People Communication Incorporated. Abed D4 is one of the more talk about an informative platform on Top 105.3. So I'd like to say those of you in some part of Ribaji County tonight following the broadcast, I would like to say welcome. If you are there and Okay, if you are there and you want to be part of the platform tonight, what is happening in your community, what is happening in your village, you can join us on 0881 105 and you're going to be live. I try to see all windows and other places here because we have wig at the back of our office. Sorry, but that is another thing. Only go have answers for that.
To the farmer people, oh. If it's not correct, we go talk am so. 9 o'clock till 12 midnight. We sit here, we ready to fight. No palava, no beer inside. Truth must talk, we not go hide. I bet to the farmer people, oh. If it's not correct, we go talk am so. 9 o'clock till 12 midnight. We sit here, we ready to fight. No
9 to 12, you know what it means? People who have their job, who have their family, will sit down to provide education. So if you are out there tonight, yeah, let hear you. What is happening in your community? What is happening in your village? How can we build Grand Jita? How can we build Liberia? You've been visiting the social media platform, what we call the Facebook, the TikTok, and the rest of the other platform. You've been listening to other radio stations. Yeah, how can we work? How can we work? What do you think we need to do? Grand Jita County, we have problem. We have a lot of things we need to work on. So as an individual, it's not Chris going to say it all the time. It's not even dependent, but we're going to say it. Yeah. I learned that from, Jara Greville, that we will talk and talk and talk, and we will not get tired. And also, again, a few days I learned something from my boss man, Sheku Lasala Sapo, who said, when we're talking, people will say we want to talk. But if we are not talking, the good thing will never happen. The bad people are always happy when the people who want to talk, and they are not talking. When we keep quiet, bad thing will keep happening. And every one of all that call on the radio or that even send our text messages on the platform, follow the platform, share the platform, also educate other people. We the good people, we had to farm. Sorry to say, but I'm one of the good men, I can tell you that. We the good people, we had to farm. But sometimes people use our commitment, as our weakness. This is what the Bible considers to be meekness. That word meekness. You look at somebody and say that thing the person do, they don't know. So tonight, if you are there, we like to say welcome and welcome. Let's discuss Liberia. Let's discuss Africa. Let's discuss Grand Jita, where Top FM is associated. So tonight, let's hear you from your community. Which of the ministry you want to talk about? What are those things our leaders need to face? Call on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live tonight on Abed to Default. Remember, if your call is not stopping in Grand Jita, it's going around the entire globe. It's going around the whole world. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on other platforms that you think about. So it is time for us to flesh out the issues that have to do with our community, that have to do with our towns, that have to do with our children, that have to do with other places that people don't know about. So let's go to the phone line and take our first and blessed caller. Good evening and welcome on Abed to D4.
Good evening. This is Mr. Gonda, calling from Chaibe.
One of our regular and Pape following always. Let hear you down, yeah, Mr. Gonda. Let hear you.
I have many things on mind, but only few that will disclose today, and the other one will be aired tomorrow.
No, I know that. And we're going to hijack everything. Thank you. Let hear you.
Okay. First and foremost, the water situation is getting very serious.
Okay.
The city is getting overpopulated, and the very few pumps we get now cannot cater to the city anymore.
Okay.
So we are asking the local government and the central government to come in to assist in this direction. Okay. The second one has to do with the statement that we got from the Capitol building requesting Kuyati to apologize. For what reason must he apologize? Does it mean that nowadays you don't have your view to be expressed? Is this what is happening now today in this country? That when you say something, it just got to be at you? The man never say anything that is contrary to what is not happening. What is happening and what you talk about. Case in point, the mineral in our country here, are we benefiting from it?
No.
You get people that extracting $billions and paying our citizens $150 per month. How many years you will work for $150 for you to build a house or educate your child? And then go talking to them, people say, he says something on the contrary, you might apologize. I tell you, Mr. Kuyati, I'm with you. Don't ever apologize. If you call you to be out of job, sit down. Not everybody in Liberia working. But we are looking at people who will stand for the right. The second thing here is the revelation from the former Lands and Mine Minister. People were angry. He was there. He didn't do it at the time. It doesn't matter. He's not supposed to be minister all the time. But he made revelation that today, tomorrow, the man that will be minister will use this revelation as a card. So people should not take it out of context. You were there, you're supposed to do this, you don't do this. For me, that's my con. That's how I feel. When you get that revelation, I get into the last because well, the minister that they have now will use it as a guard to function the expectation of the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gonda. Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Yes, thank you so much. It's not everybody blessed to have vision while they are still on position. So if you are there tonight, you can join on 0881 1435 04 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live. Yes, indeed, you're going to be live tonight on A Better D4 on Top FM 105.3. Yes, let's listen to you. What is happening in your community? You've been following zero radio stations across Liberia, even the world, Frank 24 and CNN, the rest of the other platform. You've been reading newspaper. What do you want for all to talk about, and what do you want for the government to work on those who in authority? Even though you are not in authority, but sometimes you may be blessed to have the knowledge, yes, to also bring an idea. We should not just talk about the problem, but should also find solution to the problem. Call on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105, and you're gonna be live on A Better D4 on Top FM 105.3, your regular and usual program that comes away from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning. And so I like to say welcome. And don't forget that if we don't talk, nobody gonna come to your aid. This platform is worldwide, and this platform is well recognized. If you call in people out there that learning from you, and you also learning from those who taking their own time. We always have the simple saying, time is matter. Yes, and time is money. from now, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours. Just imagine. And the people are ready always to educate you. Let hear from you, you that living in Grandview there. Let hear from you, you that living in River G. Let hear from you, you that living in Toasttown. Let hear from you, you that living in Bags. What happened in there? Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome. I think this is with a cartoon. You're not fooled, but you compare. Hello, sir. Are you there?
Chris, am I live?
You are live. Thank you.
So you think that this is very cartoon, but you don't show.
No, the phone will fire away from me, sir. Don't get it. Don't get it.
Therefore, you are fine. No, you are fine already. Tell the truth.
Now you will pay the fine. They hear you.
And the fine will push on you, Mr. Right now, hearing it, so you might not intervene. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're evening to
that your duty hearing you, so he will intervene.
our professors. And a happy weekend.
Mm.
So, Chris, thank you. There are many issues we will want to speak out, but because of time, let's just chip in two.
Okay.
The first one has to do with, and I'm not going to mention the fake information that is circulating around the world about our country, Liberia, concerning the arrival of all 285 yellow machines in the country. So, if Mr. Wilfred Bangura, Mo Ali, and others are the one reporting about the arrival of those 285 yellow machines, what happened to Mr. Yellow Machine Ministry Minister Rani J. Samuka? What happens to Daniel Sano, who I know personally, like more very sharp? What happens to the original Minister of Information of Government Mouthpiece, Jeremy Pia? What happens to the Kula Fofana, the press secretary to the president? We should keep naming them. Those who we think in our minds are responsible to inform the Liberian people. What happened to Mamadi Kaba, who were parading with the first pieces of machine that enter country? From Freetown of Morocco, people place the red light and pass the other way around to Singapore. Because Liberia government has brought in yellow machines. Other countries are celebrating factories that was built and developed by their government. We were just celebrating few pieces of yellow machines. Now that you say all are a country, why didn't the people in charge, responsible, can come out to the citizen up to present? Successful network challenge, some of the panelists challenge Mr. Wilfred Bangura and Mo Ali. We are yet to hear any of them speaking about it. And I love the topic this morning from our professor. So the yellow machine story becomes a shadow now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lastly, we want to
your line, Mr. Ndo,
Chris.
your line your line is very bad. Yeah. But the first one you said we got it clear when it comes to the Europe music. The second one now sticking. So
Chris.
yes, you can maybe call back later. Good evening. Let me go over before I go over to the right. Yeah. Let me say good evening to my own father. Papa, you looking fun to know. What the camera said? They co-breed putting you together. Yeah, Mr. George H. Numbo. I say good evening. Daddy, I salute you. Let me turn it over to Mr. Wright, and then
You're muted. We can't hear nothing.
My background, I say how quiet it be.
I hope all your Jews and Israel will see me because I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the airport. and the airplane will land in Dreadroom.
Wow. You look, boy, the way you're looking at it.
The airplane-
No stop.
Oh, no stop, no stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, as in Brussels will land in Dreadroom.
Zveru Dostik Airport. You coming there?
It will hang in a tree.
All right. That was good. Well, thank you, Chris, and thanks for all the callers for keeping with the show. Want to welcome you to our broadcast this evening. Thanks to all of our followers. I see you clicking on the like button. That's good. We appreciate that. Keep doing that. And I hope you're sharing as well. Now keep sharing. As you click the like, you share, and then you comment. Those three things. We appreciate you for that. Mr. Nubo, how you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
All right. You've been absent for the last 2 days, and your fellow panel has been asking about you. You told me, but now that you're back on set, tell the people why you were asking for the past 2 days, sir.
Well, from in a grapevine, I heard that you said I ran away from your argument. But I'm back.
There you go.
I'm back, reinforced.
There you go.
And to put jokes aside, my daughter had her pre-prom party yesterday, and she's graduating from high school on the 10th. That's my last born. And this is what I'm waiting for her to leave high school, and after that, I know I see about going to Liberia. Maybe that I know you got a job there. I know that position. I will come to Dreadroom and steal it from you. So I will be wearing the earphone or this and that. No.
Don't try it, baby. If Papa, you already, you will just be
Okay. So no, that was it. So it's good that you people were here to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
As you did yesterday. So I'm happy. I'm happy, And I think you discussed this Kuyante statement.
Yes, we did.
Yesterday, and the callers, I think that's what they were calling about. So it means that the statement is still echoing.
Yes.
But I feel that Kuyante, did not speak like an ambassador of Liberia. I mean, we who call ourselves Pan-Africanists, I see my colleagues jumping up. But his statement, number one, is that his statement knows Africa's own responsibility. Concession agreements are negotiated and signed by African governments, not imposed on them or forced on them. If you don't want to eat, nobody will force you to eat. That's my number one. And number two, okay. I think Mr. Co-host is talking to Kuyante, I see him moving. Number two,
yeah,
is
I said I
that-
beg to differ. I'm sorry.
is that not every concession, not every concession is bad or is a failure. Concession employ people, employment opportunity, road, bridges, government revenue through taxes, this and that. And Mr. Kuante overlooked the absence of domestic capital. In Ethiopia, the Grand Renaissance Dam cost $4.5 billion. They didn't go anywhere to borrow money. They raised that money in Ethiopia. And where are the people who are dancing all over the place, calling themselves millionaires in Liberia? If anybody would boast of being millionaire, I would say, Aseti alone. I know Aseti or Jetty. Here's the one who is investing, who is employing people. And Kuyate did not look at that. And investors are taking risk. I mean, I'm not here to be, investor representative.
Yeah,
But I got a flow. I got
to knock myself because
I got a flow.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I got a flow.
cannot believe what I'm hearing.
This is where some of our financial experts, like Archie Wright, this is where they fail us. They do not see the risk. They do not see that in Liberia, everybody put their millions of dollars under the pillow or under the mattress. They don't invest because they don't want us to benefit. Okay, so and maybe I'll another one. There's a problem with governance. And Kuyante did not hear that. Our lawmakers, they are corrupt. Our ministers are corrupt. Our institutions are weak.
Okay.
Poor contract, agreement, or enforcement. The length of time or the service time or stay in Grand Jada, who are enforcing the agreement? Nobody. Archie Wright was here eating a hamburger. Yeah, I saw Chick-fil-A cup, when he just a few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm glad about to say I ate one today, so you can see.
And there's no contract enforcement. There is lack of transparency, mismanagement of revenues. You know what it's called, Revenue Authority?
But what that has to do with
No. Double jack. Actually, I have the flow.
But what that has to do with anything we have to say?
No. I have the flow. Those are the things. If Kuyante had put on his thinking cap, those are the things he was going to be thinking about. Localize the statement you are making. Put it in a mirror. The statement in a mirror. And you will see, the corrupt ministers, the lack of enforcement, the corrupt lawmakers. You will see all of them. And then you go to Italy, to blame the white man. I don't know if they are white or how to call them.
What that has to do with anything we have to say, Mr. Nubo?
No, it has a lot to do with what he said.
Make the connection.
He should have argued, that African nations should, make smarter agreement, strengthen oversight, increase local content requirement, promote value added, protect communities and environment, and ensure concession revenues are transparently managed
Okay.
for public benefit.
Okay.
Okay. But no, he went all over the place.
No, he did not.
No, he went all over the place. You think I didn't listen to it? I listened to it.
Okay,
And
but
then
let me
they
tell
call
you
him.
how he did not go all over the place.
They call him, and he actually. I think you want me to take the next 1 hour because you have
No,
taken you have already taken 20 minutes from me by interrupting.
It's like you want to make up for your last 2 days. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'll make up for the last 2 days. But I mean, because I was not here, so it looked like you and other people were all over the place, beating your chest, for Kuyate.
Okay, but
I'm
make
here
a
now.
Connection for us.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Kuyate said contracts that are signed, concession contracts that are signed in Liberia, do not benefit the host nation. Was he wrong about that?
Who is responsible? He's already told you what I that. He's already no. He's already told Joe Boakai that. He's already told the House of Representatives, the minister, the land ministry. He's already told them that. Now to go to Italy.
No, because they too have their hand in the cookie jar. They come, yes, they do. They come and they coerce our people. Mr. George H. Nubo, you know this to be true, but I can understand the route you're going with today. These people don't come all by themselves. They come.
Who don't come by themselves? The lawmakers?
These foreign investors.
Okay.
They come with the fifth and credit and protection. I want to add a second element to it. The fifth credit and protection of their government. They do not come alone. And if you doubt that, I will play the tape of Firestone and Charles Taylor. Firestone and Charles Taylor, when the Firestone representative and the American government representative visited Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor said, he was referring to the American government being in charge. The guy said, oh, no. He's standing by me here. The corporate representative, he is the one in charge. That's what he said. It's on tape. And Charles Taylor wanted to smile. I know he was shocked, but he pretended.
Who said the corporate representative was in charge?
The American government representative.
Okay.
And I will roll it.
And what happened?
I am trying to tell you, when these people come,
you just jumping at the head.
No.
Jumping at the head.
These
Charles Taylor was not even born or when Firestone went to Liberia.
Oh no, I'm talking about the wartime.
You're talking about yesterday. You're talking about yesterday.
Yes.
I'm talking about day before yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
No, we're talking about yesterday and today in context to what Mr. Kuyate said. Mr. Kuyate said these concessions don't.
I still have the flow, though.
I'm trying to make a point because it
I
seems
still have the flow.
we're not making a connection, so I want to make a connection.
Chris, can you mute the co-host? Let me take my flow.
Chris has no power to mute me. Go ahead.
So the co-host is a dictator, right? Chris has no power.
He's a bench. He's a, how do you call it that?
Yeah.
How do you call it, man? How do you call it that? a goodwill.
Kuyante did not want to step on the foot of Joe Boakai. Kuyante did not want to step on the lawmakers that confirmed him or that may have confirmed him to go to the place. We have to even put this Kuyante in the mirror, and you will say, no, oh, they're going after the messenger. But he is now right, he is now ready. So what I outlined, that what Kuyante should have focused on. We don't do enforcement of the contract we sign. Every day, Joe Boakai came to power, he said he will not want to be begging for money, but every day we are begging for money. And I gave the example of Ethiopia, the grand renaissance or dam. The dam that Donald Trump said Egypt should bomb. At that time, in first term, so you're going to bomb 4.5 billion. They raised the money locally. And that Italy or the Western countries will make sure that the agreement we sign will benefit our people, build clinics, schools, roads, and employ our people. No, it's our local government. So he confused. He does not know the responsibility of the local government, and he does not know the responsibility of the investor who allow B Mountain to be transporting or iron ore or through Sierra Leone. We don't get credit for it. Sierra Leone get credit for it. It's a local government. Our local government. And our local government sent him there. So he missed the point. I rest my case.
Wait, no, hold on. Are you saying President Boakai would prefer Sierra Leone taking the credit for our diamond and gold export?
I'm not saying it. I'm saying I don't know of now that we are government, during we are government, iron ore, or not iron ore, diamond from B Mountain were taken to Freetown and shipped to Turkey. If you have record of where they shipped the diamond from B Mountain to Roberts International Airport and then shipped to Turkey, I want that information. But that's what it used to be. And I feel that it is still going on because
that's common knowledge.
Wait. I feel that it's still going on because the new government has not told us that this was going on and we stop it.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, it's common knowledge. It's not that people don't know this happening. I mean, we don't need no evidence to that. People even work to say that. I mean, if people come on the show and say, yeah, we know that it happened. Even what's the name? The former ministers are all saying that the diamonds are shipped out of,
but then why you were asking me the question? Are you saying that Boakai no allowed diamond to be shipped through Sierra Leone? Why were you asking me that question?
Because you made a remark. But anyway,
but you know it, and you are asking me the question. You want me to be the bad dude?
You're making a revelation.
You want me to be the bad dude, right?
Now you're making a revelation. But anyways, it is George H. Nuba back on the platform. He's fiery. He's been absent for the last 2 days. He's making up, but we're always ready for him when he comes. We want to welcome our brother Alexine G. Willett back to the platform. Alexine, you've been gone for a while. I have not seen you in the comment section, but tonight I see you commenting. We wanted to thank you and welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well. But yes, Mr. George Newell came back with Kuyate statement, and we talking about it now. But there are lots of other things we want to talk about too. A couple of videos are posted in the chat room that I want us to talk about, Mr. Nubo. You're going to find this very interesting. This is something that we've been talking about. As a matter of fact, we were on it 2 nights ago. And I think the Liberian government, they're listening. I like this. You know what I mean? When you're talking and people acting and people taking action, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Even if you're not in support of them, it's a good thing because it gives you the energy to go out there and do more research and come back and talk about these important things. So we're going to roll the video and let it play. This is about the Liberian immigrants. And thanks to how you call it, one of our own, Alex, for posting the video in the chat room today. Let me look at it right now because it's important that I do that. All right, I don't see the heading of the video, but anyway, it's about a Mono River gathering for immigration. I think that's what it is. And it seems that all Liberian people are getting fed up. Our Liberian officials are getting fed up. You know, to heck with the Mono River thing. Why you keep bringing other people towards it? Keep coming and coming. 80,000 people gonna be coming in our country. We don't even get no record on them. They're fearful. But anyways, I want to roll the video and then we'll listen to it. And then afterwards, we will make our comments. Let me get out of this widescreen and roll the video first.
You see this thing, then talk to you over and over. Some of us won't let one thing over and over. Once and another one thing over and over.
Depuis lors, nous parlons de cette histoire depuis lors. Et c'est la même chose qu'on répète en répète.
This security I sound here, you have no problem too much.
La foi de l'homme qui est ici, la belle, côté du moyen, là, ils n'ont pas fait.
But you put your house to be here, and the other town that between them, they have a problem. They want to bring war between Liberia and Africans.
Ceux qui sont entre Zoguiné et Saint-Denis, depuis entre Zoguiné et Diomina, c'est qui veut créer la guerre entre la Côte d'Ivoire et le Nigeria. C'est ce qu'il a dit.
Et souvent, on a des patients qui ont la foi between us.
Maintenant, si nous, on n'était pas patients, il y a longtemps, on a déjà tapé.
Some of us are already above them.
Aujourd'hui, là, quand on parle des graves, là, aujourd'hui, là, nous sommes sur le contrôle, on est tous là-bas. Moi, il n'y a plus pas dans des maisons, c'est là.
We see military corner.
Lieutenant, je suis colonel.
Cornell in Jiklo. Maternal here. Everyone are above them. They can look at your ad card, show to them, throw away, and say the place. And now
Quelqu'un qui est colonel, il vient à ta position, tu lui montres qui vient.
Throw ad card away, but you raise the person.
Donc, dénigrer la personne. Quelqu'un qui est colonel, même s'il n'est pas dans la voiture, il est sur le moto, mais tu as montré sa carte de travail.
Then they will allow you guys, you living with them.
Donc, on a crié.
And sometimes we'll be taking it to our family water.
Donc, aujourd'hui, quand on parle de Libéria, il y a deux pays. Il y a les parents ici, il y a les parents ici. Donc, on pense, on réfléchit et puis on ne réagit pas.
You, the man, boss, the advisor. Next time with me, you came out and throw it away. If you fire me, go on, not do nothing, I'll put that one for them. I think we'll start everything. Who wanted that? They're degrading people. I'm telling them, I told them before one.
Il voulait passer. Il voulait passer par le fleuve Malo.
Au Canada. Ouais, dans le terre.
La manière de parler, j'essaie de faire aussi faire ça demain, même si tu n'es pas obligé de faire ça. Ça peut créer des choses.
Ici, on a police, and for some come on, take a chicken, you go for any more, you show your article, you can be your brief. Your article to go. You take a chicken.
Si quelqu'un vient avec un marchandise, il voit qu'il va installer, comme qui est déjà à Morovia ou dans les grandes villes là-bas, on prend des bagages comme F. Mais quand on vient chez eux ici, on nous rejette.
Au contre le bourse, au top of bourse, we are the soul of bourse. Marketeer.
Donc, quand on parle de marchandises, c'est moi-même en face de la c'est moi là, je prends les marchandises ivoiriennes.
If you go China, you buy your goods. If you are coming, if you come to, when you get a tell you say tax, you pay for that thing.
Okay. Mr. Nubo. Yeah, here's what I'm thinking of the whole thing. First of all, again, I want to say thanks to Ellis for sharing the video. But I'm shocked what I'm hearing through, from, I don't know the rank of this guy, but I'm glad people are telling him to slow down, to calm down, because he needs to calm down. He needs to calm down because he has been disciplined, it seems like, for quite some time now. And his cup has run over. And he can't take it any longer. So he's expressing his feelings. But I think the part where he said, if you trip Adika on the ground, I will handle you. If you take go, you shoot me, you can't do nothing to me. That right there, that's escalation. That's what we call pure escalation. He is escalating the whole talk. I think what I'm seeing is, and I'll play the next video, Mr. Nubo, you'll see that, is that people are benefiting from this. It's almost like the same situation between Mexico and America. Not that Liberia is can be considered America in any sense, but based on the influx from Cote d'Ivoire coming into Liberia is creating a problem, and it seems that the Liberian security officers have identified the area that is notorious for this influx, where the people are coming through. And they know that the people that are mending that area on the Ivorian side, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And what the guy is frustrated about. And he's saying, I think when they try to engage him, the Ivorian side, I think because they're benefiting from it. They are. They're probably taking money from the people on the other side, on the Ivorian side, and letting them through. And having the Liberian security to deal with it. And when the Liberian security go across and say, look, man, you got to do your part and stop the people from coming through, and that's what the disrespect you were talking about there. And you can see the visible frustration that he's expressing on his face. He's all he had it, man. He had it. It seems like they've been talking about it for too long. And our Ivorian side now, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But there are other videos I want to roll. So if you want me to play that or you want to respond to this, Mr. Nubo.
I want to respond to what you just said.
Okay.
The people on the Ivorian side, they know the people who are coming to Liberia.
True.
These people are predominantly Burkinabés. The people that are now wanted in the Ivory Coast. So Liberia has become a dumping ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, you were here, I thought they have already hired you. They have already given you cold water. You are here defending the Burkinabés. Even when I talk about the roadblock in bombing, you swept that under the table. But what the people if the people on the Ivorian side say, yes, cross, what happened to the people on the Liberian side? You are saying, you know, that was on humanitarian ground because these are Africans. That would be your excuse. But you and the immigration people on Liberia side, and maybe the immigration people are on the Ivorian side, all three of you, know, spoil the system. That is my statement.
Okay. All right. I will respond to that because I beg to differ very highly. But let me roll the next tape, and then we'll come back and put everything into one. Let me see first. Let me see. Let me screen this up. Okay, so we already got it there. Okay, just going to put it up on stage. All right.
The security are suppressing them to take money from them, which is not going down with us.
Deuxièmement, il faut comprendre que c'est attaché le cabine, c'est là, cabine.
But when we bring our goods to the product point, we know that when we buy in Arago, the duty payment is supposed to be in that bill.
Alors, quand on a cette qualité, nous avons appris à l'école. Quand il y a les marchandises, tu as payé ça comme moi, tu vas acheter au Nigeria. Tu vas payer ça au Nigeria par rapport à
So I will appeal to the two countries to try to help the women when we bring our goods, although they're supposed to eat something.
Oh my God. Did you hear that?
What's that?
Let me roll it again because I can't believe she said that.
So I will appeal to the two countries to try to help the women when we bring our goods, although they're supposed to eat something. That the duty payment will go down in Aragos so that we'll be able to pay
I mean, she is actually saying it's okay for you to be corrupt. Well, it's okay for you to take bribe. But your bribe shouldn't be high. Your bribe should be low. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't.
Well, that is not how I understand it. I think he's saying, I take my cane juice from Maryland to the Ivory Coast. They want to buy it in their currency. But when they bring their goods to Liberia, let's say Ivory Coast, Guinea, and what have you, they want us to buy their goods in their currency.
No. You missed that part. You missed that part.
Okay, but where was he talking about currency?
Let me roll it again.
So I will appeal to the two countries to try to help the women when we bring our goods, although they're supposed to eat something.
That's before that.
Although they're supposed to eat something.
No, I said before that statement. The place he talked about the currency.
Okay.
That one I want to get.
Nous avons appris à l'école. Quand il y a les marchandises, tu as payé ça comme moi, tu vas acheter au Nigeria. Tu vas payer ça au Nigeria par rapport à
So I will appeal to
That's not all.
when we bring our goods to the product point, we know that when we buy in Aragos, the duty payment is supposed to be in that bill.
Alors, quand on a cette qualité, nous avons appris à l'école. Quand tu envoies les marchandises, tu as payé ça comme moi, tu vas acheter au Nigeria. Ce que tu veux payer, ça peut être beaucoup au Nigeria par rapport à
So I will appeal to the two countries they should try to help the women when we bring our goods. Although they're supposed to be something, but I look at us more that the future payment will go down in our cost so that we be able to pay
Normalement, moi je l'ai bien dit, depuis le premier passant, aux dirigeants des deux pays, de nous regarder en face. Quand on vient à nous, marchandise, maintenant si je fais ça, il va plus payer ça. C'est cher. Comment je vais payer? Normalement, c'est de l'autre côté, la part d'affaires cher. Mais on nous taxe ici encore. Donc ça veut dire qu'il ne faut pas avoir venir faire le marché ici, mais qu'est-ce qu'on doit faire?
And secondly, to the Liberian too, we know that the border will be closed at your time than your season. But when any other child can buy something back here, and they don't have chance to go by that 5:59, then it means that the child will sleep there. So I'm appealing to them too, let them adjust the time. Like when you come on the side as a celebrity of the we should get our own time because some of us are carrying the area, we can come see them too.
Non?
I'm wondering.
C'est vrai que c'est ça aussi pour demander pardon aux femmes de l'ordre libéré. Si tu n'as pas sur le marché,
If we get certain too, we got our cattle. This cattle, you get that to me as a security, they say, man, I want my cattle. Yeah, I will say no. But when the cattle cross safety, then the farm will come down. Who taking it here? Nobody knows. So I would appeal to the security too, and they see such a thing, and they have to be in a process.
And from the youth side, we've been receiving a lot of complaints, a lot of from the Labrador security and a lot of the foreign security.
et comme ça, c'est côté Nigeria, pour les frères, côté Ivoirien,
Our people always tell us and ourselves we can be on the scene by denying our presence.
mais quand il s'agit des gens d'Afrique, quand nous venons de quand nous vient des pays, les gens ne nous respectent pas.
We say Monroe Union, we supposed to be together as one body.
Donc, comme on a dit, les deux peuvent être ensemble.
But when when there's a ceremony on the side, when we come here, they always tell us to pay Demi franc before we cross the border.
Souvent, s'il y a des cérémonies ici, nous même fait, on vient comme ça, les gens ils vont nous arrêter de payer quelque chose avant de traverser. Demi.
And when we cross the motorbike, the 3 checkpoints, instead of taking money from our vehicle, the MIFA, they will take the MIFA from our Liberian motorcycle.
Donc, normalement, les différents corridors sont dans le cycle, quand nous passons là-bas, côté Nigeria, pour les frères, côté Ivoirien,
Our people always tell us and ourselves we can be on the scene by denying our presence.
mais quand il s'agit des gens d'Afrique, quand nous venons de quand nous vient des pays, les gens ne nous respectent pas.
We say Monroe Union, we supposed to be together as one body.
Donc, comme on a dit, les deux peuvent être ensemble.
But when there's a ceremony on the side, when we come here, they always tell us to pay Demi franc before we cross the border.
Souvent, s'il y a des cérémonies ici, nous même fait, on vient comme ça, les gens ils vont nous arrêter de payer quelque chose avant de traverser. Demi.
And when we cross the motorbike, the 3 checkpoints, instead of taking money from our vehicle, the MIFA, they will take the MIFA from our Liberian motorcycle.
Donc,
Okay, you're repeating the same information. So we hold it right
Yeah.
there. Okay, let me put this down. We want to welcome to the platform our own Madam Claudia Edutainment Smith. Madam Claudia, how you doing tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. And how's everyone?
Everyone is great. Everyone is great. Greet your people, and we'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you. I'm grateful to be on the show. I'm just making sure my network is good because we're in a rainy season, so it rains a lot here. And some GMT, companies tend to shut down service.
It seems like the phone, the firewalk on the phone, Claudia, your voice, we're not hearing you.
Yeah, it's not clear tonight.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm gonna keep trying.
You sound much better.
Oh, okay, great. So it's good to be on the show. I hope we're gonna have our guest because that's a trending topic right now, technology, and I'm excited about that. And I'm learning more and sharing more information. So again, happy to be on the show. Mr. Nubo, hello.
Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
All right, I think he's with you. It's been a while. Happy to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good for you to disappear.
Yeah.
And then come back. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's the only way Archie and Nippy will appreciate you.
All right. Okay. We have enough of the pleasantries. Thank you very much. We're moving on. Madam Claudia, good to have you. We have been joined by one of our own, the ever-potent and analytical Mr. J. Christopher Nippy. That's how I call him. Don't ask me. Mr. Nippy, welcome to the platform. Greet your people, and we'll come back to you, sir.
What a pleasure. It's a distinguished honor to always be on this most famous platform. I beg to differ. To those of you in the radio land, forget the sound of my voice. I got a little problem with the cold. It's a pleasure being in your presence, and we look for a healthy and discussion of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Nippy, for coming on. Look, these are some of the sacrifices we made. Mr. Nippy, clearly you can hear him from his voice, is under the weather. But he has made it his duty to be on the show. That shows, again, love for country and patriotism. You got to love it. You just got to love it. Well, welcome to the show, Mr. Nippy. We wish you speedy recovery and Godspeed. Now, it's good you're on the show, Mr. Nippy. So we're playing.
Very well.
You're welcome. Because after this topic, we want to go to the topic that you introduced in the chat room yesterday. It's one that is, very intriguing to my very self. And I hope it will also, entice a lot of the listeners as well. But let's conclude on this border and trade and extortion. I'm my own there. Pure extortion of what's going on, all right, between the Liberian and the Ivorian border personnel. Clearly what the video shows is that the border guards are benefiting, and it is the people who are suffering. You hear the lady there, literally begging the border guards to have mercy on them. Stop the extortion. Have mercy on us, the women. We are just, hustling like everyone else, selling our goods in Liberia and in Cote d'Ivoire. There's nothing wrong with that. So you stop the extortion. You stop charging all the exorbitant fees, cutting into our profit and making this whole process, worthless. She's basically saying that. And they're doing that to people that are involved in transportation as well, the motorcyclists. You hear the guy saying, you know, the charge 10,000, just 1,000 in Liberia, but in the Ivorian side is charging, I think 20,000 or 2,000. I'm missing Ivorian money up now. DME 10. So yeah, that's 20,000 Ivorian are charging. The Liberian charge 10 and Ivorian charging 20. That's just not right. That's too much money. How much would have been charging to transport them? Maybe charging all that money, you're cutting right into the profit. You know, and so they're literally pleading with them. And the guy is saying the Mono River Accord should be adhered to. I don't know in that part of Liberia and Cote d'Ivoire whether they're ever going to do that. Because even in the big cities and towns, they don't even at the highest level. They think don't matter. You have Liberia and Guinea. The man brought army to our country, the Mono River calling, he's even listed, you know. Let alone somebody extorting you at the border point, and you think the people at the high level are going to come down to that place. No, they're not going to do it. Now, why do you guys keep doing that? Because there is no check in place to stop these kind of things from happening. And people wonder why our economy cannot grow. How do you expect that lady to reinvest in the money? So in her business, when her profit has been taken away from her by some bamboos right to the border who got nothing to do with what she's doing. All because he wears uniform and he gave me the authority to stand there and he extort the money from the lady. How do you expect to reinvest in the business? You're taking the profit away from her. That's how businesses don't grow. They don't grow because of all these things. It's discouraging. Just listen to that lady pleading with you guys then. And the bosses know that the bosses are involved in this thing. Yes, I know this because myself, I crossed from Ivory Coast to Ghana. I crossed at Ilubu. I did. That was an open border. It was a cesspool of corruption. No hiding. They didn't care at all. The guy sits behind the desk and he pulls his drawer. As soon as he says, bring your passport, let me stamp it, you get it in, he takes your passport and put it in your drawer and close it. And to step out of the line. Guess the next person passport, take it, just like that. And then his agents take you on the side. Oh man, you want to get a passport, you got to pay the one, you got to pay the one. And then you go and pay the money, and then he steps and give it to you and walk out. And then you cross the border to Ghana, they do the same thing to you. That is the reality of Africa. And I'm so surprised. This story I'm telling, that's 1992 story I'm telling you. 1992. And to still be experiencing that after all these years, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But anyways, Mr. Nubo will come to you, and then we'll just Mr. Napier or Claudia, if you want to chime into this, that's fine. Claudia drop. So Mr. Nubo will come to you, sir. Your take on this before we move on.
Thank you. But I first blame you when I, in a sense, quoted the late Bishop Benning Warner saying what wrong with us is us. While making reference to Chianti statement in Italy. And we are the Burkinabes. Yesterday you are defending them. After all, they gave you the same cold water you gave that immigration officer that held the drawer and put it back in. After all, the Burkinabe gave you they are giving you the cold water. And then I sent a video in bombing where the Burkinabe blocked the road because they didn't want immigration officer or police officer to go to the place. You sat on that. And I told you earlier tonight that the people who are migrating from Ivory Coast to Liberia, they are not the Ivorians. They are the Burkinabes. The people they don't want in Ivory Coast. And there is no war in Burkina Faso. So these people are not refugees. And you said they were economic investors.
Migrant.
Okay, migrant, but are investors too. When you add the word economic to it, they are investors coming to take our land, coming to take our diamond, gold, because they are not making farms in Bombay now, unlike in Grand Jera and River G. I believe they are mining diamond or gold or in Grand Jera and River G. But nobody there want to tell us. So the system is corrupt. The Ghanaian, the Ivorian system, the Ghanaian system, the Liberian system, they are corrupt, and those should have been the concentration of Ambassador Koyante, and he failed to do that. He failed to pinpoint our responsibilities as African governments. He failed to say that we had the billions of dollars, people bragging of being millionaires, but they put their money on the payroll case. I give example of the Grand Renaissance down in Ethiopia that cost $4.5 billion. They raised the money at home. They didn't go to World Bank. They didn't go to African Development Bank. So at times you confuse the whole show here. I rest my case.
That was George H. Nubo. Thank you very much. Madam Claudia, you want to share your thought on this, or you want to pass?
No, I want to come in. Because, I beg to differ with Mr. Dubo. You're looking at it one-sided way. This is a broad conversation because we were just talking about illegal mining. We know that a lot of the countries out of Liberia are the ones crossing over mining. We have that on record. So we talk about more than 20% of the illegal mining in Liberia is by other countries. And now that Guinea has put an eagle eye of security watch on the borders of our country, they know that if any immigration or police enter in, they're going to literally start looking around, investigating them, and might stumble upon some illegal activities by that country. So it is a very important topic because when you talk about market women, like I said, there's a story to both sides. Everyone is aggrieved. A lot of the market women, when they do go to to go and buy products and goods, a lot of these products and goods are not good for our system. Some are expired, some are rotten already, some are not even rep enough, for consumption, and they get strained. Customs will strain them. Let's be realistic. Customs. You guys are forgetting about customs because every border checkpoint has each facility of every platform there to take their own area that they're supposed to be in. Whether it be customs to check your luggages, whether it be immigration to make sure you legally have the right to even cross where you're trying to go, police, medical, health, to make sure you have your yellow card and so forth. So this is a very important issue because I normally go a lot to Sierra Leone and other places and see a lot of the constraints and know that a lot of the goods that come in or try to go out are not really good goods. So it's better that they stream there and say, look, the thing you carry over here and not fine. We don't want it yet. Or you bring $20 and we'll close our eyeball and let you pass. They don't talk about that. They just say, oh, they're giving us hard time. Why?
I beg to differ, but we'll come to that after Mr. Nippy.
No, Claudia, Claudia, go ahead, man. You
Go
say your
ahead,
comment.
Claudia.
Claudia?
Maybe she's done.
Well,
Yes,
I think
sorry,
she's
it's the
done.
network. Just have to bear
That's
with
the
me,
network.
it's
The
the network.
network. She's back.
Okay, so here's the thing here. We're talking about a domino effect. Guinea had that minor issue with us as it relates to my yard here. I know that my own yard here, I'm a passing place in your yard here. So that we have that issue with Guinea. We tried our own weak way and our own strong way to try to bring it to a cease, a peaceful cease. But other countries are looking at that. It's almost like I'm walking with my friend, you slap my friend, we're still walking. Then he tells me, oh, emotion, they slap me. So, but let me go.
Yeah, we can't hear you now.
The network.
The $5 finish.
The
No,
LTA.
don't say that. The $5 stay there.
The LTA.
The LTA people, what the people need, they eat more money. They put $10 there. If it's for 20 minutes, they will eat 12 minutes.
You taking Claudia time now.
Claudia is,
but Claudia is not coming.
I the one who said I beg to differ, so I have to come in.
So why you already been talking on the issue, Mr. Nubo? So at least let one of another panelist chunk in small rock.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's hear Mr. Nubo different.
Okay.
We'll come back to you, sir.
Okay. Claudia talk about the wrong goods. Some aspire, this and that. World Bank built a market under the World Bank or African Development Bank. They say it costs $500,000, but I don't know if that structure can cost $150,000 near the Cavaro River. And they have market day. The regular market day was on the Ivorian side. And then they choose a market day on the Liberian side. On the Liberian side, our people go with Dogafly, they bought in Abidjan. And can use. On the Ivorian side, they come with eggplant, bitter boy, this and that, And the same Liberian people go there with a king juice. And so, they abandoned the market on the Liberian side because we don't have things to sell. But Madam Claudia was talking about, the people selling us, Aspire things, eggplant. I think eggplant will get rotten and they sell it. Bitter ball. We have the same soil that they have on the other side. And we did not see the market when the partners were building the market on the Liberian side to say tomorrow these people will need, banana, they will need plantain, they will need cassava, they will need eggplant, pepper. We didn't plant them. The lazy grow people. And now, our market now running. And I should say, the Ivorian people brought, Aspire pepper, or Aspire bitter ball, or Aspire kitchen to Maryland. I can't say that. I can't say that because we are lazy. We did not plant. That's it. World Bank building that market, spending that money. If I was there and I was say my specialty would be, planting. I would make the big planting farm. people will come from Ivory Coast and buy it.
Oh yeah.
And,
in drove.
and Madame Claudia will say, you know, Billabong is my area. And she will plan it. And Mr. Nepe will say, I've been making cane juice and Cherokee time. The cane juice I will sell. And we go there as a team. So no expired goods. On the Maryland border side, no expired goods coming from the Ivory Coast. It's just that we are lazy on the Liberian side.
I don't know. I think I beg to differ on that.
I beg to differ.
Well, I beg to differ either.
Okay.
Mr. Nippy, I'm going to come to you last on this. So let's go back. Claudia is back. So let Claudia end her statement. Mr. Nippy, I'm dodging you, sir. I'm going to come to you. Claudia, you're back. Finish your talk, man.
Well, you always dodge me, so no problem.
And I beg to differ with Mr. Nippy before he even start talking.
Uh-oh. Yeah, all right, so what I'm basically saying is this. We've been having multiple drug busts. The LDA has been discovering drugs in the most peculiar places, the most strange areas, and in the most strange things. And I know that a lot of these drugs can be smuggled through manure, can be smuggled through their country chicken cages, can be smuggled through bags and bags of rotten fufu, cassava, can be smuggled through so many things. And sometimes the government and those at the borders can look at it almost like they have laser beam eyes. They can they know load that has some kind of contraband. They can look at it and see it. Like they can just assume and they just know. And if someone doesn't want to go through that, that scrutinizing, they will put up a fight a little bit, come back in the city, call the journalists. And a lot of journalists are quick to run on a story without going to ask. Wait, you say it happened where? Okay, let me go there and go find out. Oh, Chief, we heard that you gave some market women hard time in crossing over. What was the case? And they would say, oh, their load was overweight. Everybody has a law. There is a law as it relates to how much load should be on a vehicle or on a person. A lot of things. I don't think that knowing that we are under this kaleidoscope right now, the scope of everyone watching us and trying to understand if we do have peace at our borders and start acting that kind of a way, it had to have been a reason. I think it's important that we start knowing both sides of the story instead of trying to assume at times, because every time we assume here, looking at the both sides, sometimes we end up being right, like me now. You know what I mean? So like I said, Mr. Nubo, yes, expired drugs, expired goods do come in, because every village and county that's at the border, how many people buying? How many people live there? If you're selling, for example, you root out cassava, you have a cassava farm, cassava can get rotten. And everyone knows that cassava is one of the most poisonous food when it's not handled properly, as well as cassava leaf. So you cannot say that there's nothing expired crossing over, because it is. And that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Claudia. I go down to
you want me to comment on
Mr. J. Christopher?
Claudia,
no, I gotta hold you there.
With respect to the cassava leaf, expired cassava leaves, or personal cassava leaves.
I will hold you there. Let Mr. Nippy come in.
Oh my God, this is not an in-ball business to be going from you to Madam Claudia.
Wait.
Claudia?
Mr. Nippy, I was asking for permission.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to play in-ball.
And they deny, Archie,
Actually, now on your side now, because you talk about the Burkina League.
The demon God step on my request.
I had two planting there. I think that all you ball.
Oh, okay.
No, la chula, la olive oil plenty.
Come on, Mr. Lippy. I think Mr. Lippy is having a conversation.
No, I'm right on.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much and welcome, Claudie. When Claudie, the mother of the town, is in the town, then the children are happy. That's why they call you Claudie. Welcome. On this question of Liberian Ivorian border, Liberian Guinea border, Liberian Sierra Leone border, is a policy matter. It's a policy matter that all the ECOWAS authorities of the four countries have to harmonize what they are doing, because
Wash your hands. I'll wash my hands downstairs.
because Margaret, I beg you, man,
Okay.
because ECOWAS is intended to have a border crossing understanding amongst its citizens based on what the governments have put into place, commerce for economic viability of all the regions, and then the movement of our people. That's one of the based on that trust or contingent on that trust, you have the ECOWAS passport. With each country within the ECOWAS region, 15 countries having their respective logo or national seal on the passport. So the problem is a security problem. And especially for us, we are feeling the burn. We are feeling the burn because people are just, as I'm going to use the terminology of our host, economic migrant. But I differ with the host because when you're talking about economic migrant, there must be a visa issue. They have to quantify the number of persons coming. They have to know exactly what they are coming into Liberia to do. And not to mushroom themselves in the very area of to the tune of 180,000 people.
Hang on.
And some of the panelists are saying, well, it is for good reason. For economic reason, we agree. Economic reason for whom? They say money is power.
All personal and correct.
When you have more money, you can do a lot of things. Then I come to the Kuyate, and then Madam Claudia mentioned about 20% of those people coming, the strangers. They bring expire and rotting things, custom duties must be paid, immigration, police, etc. There's a whole slew of a combination of all the security and public health agencies who are present at our border. And I listened to the tape, and the lady in the country gown with a country gown hat said, where you tie goat, the goat got to eat. Inferring that all of those present at the border, they were prepared to give them something. That's unearned money, is bribery. Because if the goat must eat where you tie the goat, it presupposes that they are prepared to just damage the border. Come with contrabands, come with even guns, and all sorts of things. So it's a huge security problem. That's what I'm talking about, the harmonization by the ECOWAS authority. The president of Sierra Leone, His Excellency President Biya, the president of the Republic of Guinea, Gomoya, the president of the Republic of La Côte d'Ivoire, His Excellency Ouattara, and of course, our distinguished leader, sagacious leader, Joseph Yumabaka, His Excellency Joseph Yumabaka. They have to arm themselves with one policy that trickles down to the least man at the border. It has to do with commerce. Wait, the matter I'm talking is of important security business, so please don't give me meanings. Which has to do with crossing the border, because when people are crossing the border and you don't know who the people are, the question is, what are they bringing? How are they bringing them? Is it risky to the citizen in Kepamas, for instance, in Grand Jida? So we have to be careful when we are talking these kind of matters. I come to the Kouyaté issue. Mr. Kouyaté shot himself in the head, or he threw himself under the diplomatic bus. If I were working for a company, BIA, and I had to speak for the company, I would go to the managing director or the president or the general manager and take my cue from him what direction of my conversation should be. I mean, it's in public administration. You just don't go and just talking from the sleeves or the elbow or just from your mouth because you got 12 sides of your mouth to talk. Kouyaté made a fundamental error. He did not know that he works with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and he was in a foreign country. So he had to deceive her. Where am I?
All right.
Just under 30 seconds, please.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Yeah, because the Kouyaté business be labeled all over the platform, and people are taking it from the context of it being Islamic or Mandingo man. It got nothing to do with Mandingo business. It got nothing to do with it. I've had Alhaji Nkrumah myself at St. Patrick's. Did I have to hit him? Maurice Dukley and I sat down there. Did I have to hit him? No. My best friend is a Mandingo man, the former foreign minister, Mamadou Visa Salif. So this is not about this. You should stop tribalizing this thing because it is endangering national security. That's the point I want to make. It is endangering national security. Every organization have ethics. And when you breach the ethics, so roundabout ethics are the policy, and that's what Kouyaté did. So he threw himself under the diplomatic box. He should have gone to the foreign ministry, elevated his information to the Ministry of State, and then pay courtesy call on the president. He would have been well within the territory of the language he wanted to speak. And you don't go and say, as Samurama said, I will not disappoint you. Lumumba, I will not disappoint you. Kwame Nkrumah, I will not. I mean, diplomat doesn't talk like that.
All right.
No.
Thank you. That is.
Let me make a point. I even told you to go to Mr. Horton. I asked you to talk to Mr. Horton.
Yeah, we'll come.
I
will tell you that at the end of the show, Mr.
Diplomats speak the finest language. We don't just talk because we want to talk.
Okay. Let hold you right there, Mr. Nepet. Let hold you there. Okay, good. Because I want Claudia keeps struggling to stay on set. I don't know why. Okay, good. She's back. So the time is 6:43. I don't know. The studio told me there are people within the vicinity of the studio, and they are making noise, and he can hear them very loudly in the studio. So he's advising that we don't go on air tonight because we'll be hearing a noise that they are making, a very loud noise in the area, in the vicinity. Welcome to Liberia. So, unfortunately, we may not be going to air tonight. But Chris, if you think the time is right for us to go on air, please let us know, okay? If the noise, the decibel of the noise has gone down, let us know. Okay, great. Now, having said that, the time is 6:44 here. That is about what, 10:44 there. I want us to hit this topic. This topic, it bothers me. It does. This topic of, I don't know why he's doing it. It's a pure violation. I mean, Jokaya did the same thing. Nobody said nothing about it. Prince Moya doing the same thing now, and it seems like he's going to get away with it. He too did the same thing. Where's the name? What is his guy name? Thomas Fala. Fala did the same thing. He got away with it. And Prince Moya is doing the same thing. And you're going to see it loud. I mean, with your own eye. Mr. Koro is there. You see it. The violation this guy is committing. And I don't know why people are not speaking to this. Because there's no excuse for this. No excuse whatsoever. Fala did it, and he's doing it again. But I hope there will be no uproar if the opposition start to do the same thing too.
But give her what the violations are.
Yeah, it's Prince Moya doing it. You see it clearly.
Well, I want to make my clarification on the cassava issue before we move on to that.
All right, yeah, do that, sir. Then we'll go on.
Okay. The late Dr. Water Topper, wife and myself debated the cassava issue. She is in the agricultural science area. And she and myself talk about acid in cassava leaves. But I told her that what we have in Liberia does not have as much as we have in say Nigeria. And even though the way we cook the cassava leaf in the southeast, we fry it. And that makes it more dangerous. So that does not mean that cassava leaf from the Ivory Coast will expire within 2-3 days. And Ivorian selling, expire cassava leaf to us or cassava root to us. There are several benefits in cassava, including the root that we eat. So I want to make that clear. Because that's in my territory. Thank you.
That's not only in your territory. Cassava, when you think cassava is rotten, it is people who don't know about the tuber crop will assume the cassava rotten. But that cassava there, you can use it for starch, you can use it for deeper, and you can use it for flour. And like G. Nubo said, yeah, they have for cassava to just fall like that. They have for and then for the Bassa people, in fact, that's what they do. Their preference is they like the soft cassava because the soft cassava will make a dumbo and will make the starch. So unless you are okram with these tuber crops, you will not know the significance and the ability to just fall. For bitter ball, yes, you can have some warm in the bitter ball, but when you cut up part of that bitter ball, the same with the pepper, but you take the pepper and the bitter ball, just put it in the sun. When it dry, that's how the people that do the kitchen. Who said the bitter ball, the dry bitter ball don't have those things? They have those things. But you can preserve them. That's the point I want to make in support of Mr. Josh. And not to discount what our mother has said.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Claudia, any buttress? Sorry, not buttress, but any counter before we move on?
Yes. When I say that, I speak in general terms. Like, we know that a lot of things can be used other than the purpose of which we know it can be used for. But when it comes to the border, they can be tricky with that. They like to be very technical about things. You know what I mean? And when we talk about rotten cassava, we're not saying that it's already been manufactured in a way they can do fufu and stuff like that. But sometimes some cassava really can be bad. The market women have to just throw it away when they get across with it. So I'm just using that in a general term, not necessarily saying, you know what I mean, like it's rotten way. But there are stuff that people don't know that when it's rotten and consumed raw and other things like that, it could be poisonous. And I know that, for example, bushmeat. People are getting way in the outskirts of the villages, the jungles of other countries, and they bring it in. Maggot falling from inside every toenail. I mean, all kind of things happening with this meat. And what they do, they dry it out and give it to us to eat. 2-3 days, 1 week pass, you start seeing rash coming on your skin. Before you really vomiting blood. Before you really say that witchcraft. Somebody throw medicine on me. No, is that rotten monkey foot that you bought from the border because it was cheap? I'm just trying to say that there's so many, like you said, Mr. Nimpy, and I agree with you. There are so many fears that the officials, the security guys face when people come to their borderline. I mean, you don't know who's who. You don't know what they're coming with, and you don't know who they're coming for. So they scrutinize, and sometimes they're aggressive. Why? Because of the language barrier. I mean, some countries shout when they speak. Sierra Leone, they shout when they speak Creole. Nigerian languages, they shout. They speak loudly. They have this hard bass. We, on the other hand, we speak very lightly. We don't have too much bass in our accents and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that will incite a security guy to want to say, okay, look, if you can't work along with us, then go back. I've seen it. I have even been scrutinized before at Chindema. And I know how it is. And I didn't submit at first. I wanted to see how far they would play it out with me, how far it would go. But at the end, I started begging. I was like, I beg you, please. Okay, let me tell you, I'm a journalist. Please, let's talk about this. So I know how it is at the border. It's not a surprise to anyone. Like Mr. Nubo said, it's not anything for us to be really, talking about, because it's something that happens all the time. What we should be talking about is, has it ever been documented? Has anyone ever lost their job? Who are the corrupt ones doing that at the borders? Like that. So that's all I wanted to add on to what was being said.
Alrighty. Thank you so much. We'll close up on that. And now let me play this one so that we can talk about it too. And let's see if there's any justification for this. I don't think there is any, because it's clearly a violation of the election laws. But here we have. Okay, I see Mr. Nippert coming in the chat room twice. What's going on? All right, let me put this one on and delete one of his. This one. Mr. Nippert, say something, please.
Hello, thank you, Claudia. That's why I want you to be the reporter in Monrovia, because you're such a smart lady, and you will do well for us. Thank you so much for that intervening statement to back your first statement. Thank you.
We got you live and clear. That's good. All right, so let me go ahead and play this thing, and you always see what this guy's doing here. want to hold it right there. You'll see all the flags and stuff, all the banners and everything. Let's not forget, this is June, early June 2006. Election is in 2009. But here we have, for the second time, a member, very close member of President Boyka, within the Unity Party establishment, almost campaigning and saying to damn the law that prohibits the act. We're going to do it because we can get away with it. I mean, imagine for a second the opposition's doing this. Opposition political parties doing this, taking over the streets, communities, campaigning vigorously. Because this is nothing more than campaigning vigorously. Because if today election was declared and it's up the campaign is open, this is exactly what's going to happen. Nothing else. This is exactly what it's going to be doing. But they are doing it in 2026. In 2026, they're doing it. The question is, who hold these people accountable for the violation that they are doing, that they are carrying out? Because this is inexcusable. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. Because there are people out there that can even do better than what you are doing. They can put thousands of people in the street. And then what? But you're going to run to the NEC and say, oh, look at what they're doing. They're violating the election laws. That is the danger. That is the danger. Because it happened on the falla and we all just swept it under the rug. President was there. Caps with the president picture. Inscription. T-shirts. The same. Pictures. Inscription. Banner. On display. In full view of everybody, the cameras. But yet, nobody said nothing. I have Mr. George Newbold telling me whether the man picture was there. Yes, his picture was there. Whether the man was campaigning. Yes, he was campaigning. How much do you want him to campaign? He doesn't ever say elect the man as president. No. Once he's wearing his cap with his photo on it and says, boycott 2029, that is campaigning. I don't need to be told anything else. That's what I need. That is the violation.
I beg to differ.
And people must step up and speak against this. Let's get out of this the little box that I'm so timid I don't want to talk because maybe down the line they're gonna look at my look in my way and then give me some. Let not do that. And uphold the laws. The law must be the law. The law cannot be wide open and see even the ants are walking on the ground when it's on the other side. It must be visible at all times. Or else let it remain blinded for eternity. But that's not what we want. Because we don't want to live in that kind of society. We don't want to live in that kind of society. But apparently this is what we have been gradually, taken into. A society that works for the few, or works for the majority, I'm sorry, because, the Unity Party is in power, so they are in the majority. Works for the majority, What doesn't work for the field? Every violation you can think about, the Unity Party and President Boyka has committed this. Every violation that you can think about, they have committed it. But some of us try to turn a blind eye. In fact, we even try to bring all the nuances to justify it. That is not right. That is not right. I am no lawyer and I would not pretend to be one, but when I see injustice, I recognize it. I don't know. Mr. Nubo, stick your deference. Mr. George H. Nubo.
You are the host and you take more time.
You don't have to remind me about that.
You take more time.
Everybody on the show speak more. You take more minutes than I do.
A host would take. If you are not a guest. 5 minutes, Mr. Nipper take 5 minutes, you will come and take 40. Claudia take 5 minutes, you will come and take 45 minutes.
You are not a guest.
No, that is not a way it's supposed to be done. I beg to differ. And you can come with all the innuendos. You did not come with when CDC was in power. Because you put a diehard seditions. And now your government failed.
Let me remind the public.
No, I got it.
Let me remind the public.
I got it, Flo. Your government failed.
Now, Mr. George Nubo worked alongside me on the rescue screen.
Failure to the highest power. CDC. And CDC every day they say they're coming back. Is that not campaigning? Yet you want Congress say the law that say 2%. If you read 2% in two conservative election, you will not take part. Anti-Gongo is fighting it. Is that not campaigning for 2025 or 2029? You're doing all these things here and you're ignoring them. So, why people that follow will not be going around or jumping up.
You cannot say, you must stick to the people and say what Fala did was campaigning and is in violation of the law. But you can't say that. I don't know why.
No. I don't think it was in violation of the law. I don't think so. He's a free man in a free country. A free man in a free country. You remember the Youth of Ellen Presidency, YEP. You remember there was a group here. You remember Nakido had a group for Ellen Presidency. 2005, and the Youth for Ellen Presidency at the University of Liberia. I was there. The main speaker was Gafuan. I was there. And it was not campaign time. Campaign are not open. So, yeah, I mean, you're scared of the papi, or fear the papi, or what? Joe Baka want to run, though. And Bill Feed, I know he can make it. Let him run. And Trump want to run for third part or third time. If the Constitution allows him, let him do it. So don't be crying or sour grave, this and that. So I beg to differ with everything you say here.
Already, thank you.
Okay.
Now go to Claudia.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna be the one to drop the ball. At least tonight. Let me drop the ball. This conversation alone could stop a lot of people from eating. What you're seeing is not a campaign stunt. What you're seeing is the scene of how people eat out here. This is what we've come down to. This is how we eat. When we see someone of prominence in a car, we know their cars. They can pass here. I can be asleep. I know the sound of their car when they're passing. I'll come outside. Oh, honorable. Oh, I start chasing behind him. The next person will follow. The next person will follow. It's a listing of people. Because whatever he puts out of that car, whether it be $100 or $20, we who behind the car, each will split it in the middle. And we'll walk away and we'll go and we'll eat. The start of this year, on so many posts on Facebook, we saw aspirants saying that campaign has officially started. Nathaniel McGill came in Marshall a couple of months ago, about 5 or 6 months ago, and he had over 200-300 youth, motorcyclists behind him. They didn't have McGill, vote McGill, no. They had drive safely. These flight jackets, vest, drive safely. That was the logo on it. And they were behind him from head to toe, from community to community, village to village, town to town. And it was not a campaign, but we know it was. Because like he said, he wanted Marshall to know that since he got elected, he never came back to say thank you. And he was coming back to say thank you. And he said thank you, and everyone was satisfied.
Please send a clip into IG.
The promises that he had made, he came and he fulfilled those promises and engaged those promises. And we saw it all over the place. We see it every day. Aspirants putting out posters. Hey, I'm going to partake. Hey, I'm this. They're opening little intellectual places, ambassador places, and all of that. What you're seeing is just people trying to eat. It's not a campaign stunt. They're just hungry. They're running behind him because he just so happened to pass. They saw a car. They said, let's show the man loyalty. Let's maximize and see he going slow. Let's be behind him small. When he stopped, you the elder, you go to him and say, he gonna drop a small thing. That's how it's done. That's how they eat out here. So by trying to make this out of an issue, are you in a position, I beg to differ, to feed all those people? I mean, really, are you in a position? We cannot take away from the hungry or the hunger. We have to let due diligence continue, okay? Because that's how everyone is surviving. Trust me. That's all I have to say.
Already. But here's before I go to Mr. Nippy, here's my question though. I'm very practical, and so I'm not going to dismiss this. I also frown Mr. Nubo. I also frown on Mr. McGill. First of all, McGill is a deadbeat. I don't care about what he does. You know what I mean? If he put 10,000 in the street, yeah, it's a violation. That's what it is. Yes. McGill the way doing because Joey, without Joey, he's nothing. He has to hang on somebody cocktail to be something. So we know that. But it doesn't negate the fact that he's in violation. So I have to beg to differ. He came out here and he clearly stated and is recorded that he hasn't spoke to George Ware in a very long time. Okay. So it's not George Ware. It wasn't like I noticed him taking a whole bunch of people saying, man, I can't follow me. No. He came with these vests, said, look, you guys need to start riding safely because I was seeing publications about Marshall Road accidents. I mean, we've been advocating. My son had an accident. There were 5 that had it. 1 person passed away. And I literally went from door to door, from senator to representative of this county and this district to ask them, why are there no street lights along my road? My son literally almost died. And I demanded them that they treat him because you didn't stand to your part of your bargain that caused our community to vote for you and put a light there. There's no street light. My son could have died. Please treat him. It was a demand. It wasn't even a question about it. It was a demand. Treat my son. You know what I mean? And he looked at
the things that were happening when he became senator and had to tell people thank you. And those people that he went and reached out to would join the train. Bro, let's follow behind him. And we're going to the next village. Maybe we'll get small things. It's all about feeding. And like I said, we know it's not hidden that everyone is in a campaign spirit and they're campaigning in the rights of the guideline, because I haven't seen anyone being summoned to a National Election Committee in violation of any of the sort.
Okay. Yes, but again, I beg to differ, Madam Claudia. I know. Do I have any proof that he's doing? He's been asked to do it by former President Weah. No, I don't. But I know that the individual, Senator Montana McGill, having bought his way to the Senate, will be just like any other Liberian if he was not attached to the name George Weah. That's it. That's just a fact. And if he said he hasn't talked to George Weah in such a long time, well, then this just proves my point. He's doing all that to get in the good graces of George Weah. He's trying to make himself look valuable in the eyes of the people around Weah and Mr. Weah himself. I don't think that's debatable, because we all know.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's just a fact. But to Mr. Nuba's point, I mean, no, I have. If CDC did it, I will tell you it was wrong. I have criticized CDC. I criticize all the political parties here. Nobody is above the law. That is my point, Mr. Nubo. Nobody, and nobody should be above the law. So I want to end on that. Let's go to Mr. Nippy for his take on this. Mr. Nippy.
Very, very well. Thank you so much, sir. Let me take you back because I know actually you were not born at the time. I'm taking you back to a very, 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 very good story. There was a man who lived on Galley Street. His name was E. Dupin Lee. I don't know whether you've heard about Teresa Lee Sherman, who has a Teresa Lee Sherman Secretariat School. He lived between Galley Street and Center Street, Galley and Center Street. And we knew that what Claudia said, we were trying to get our small chop. So by the time he comes down Basin Street, turning onto Galley Street, we're meeting right at the intersection. And we go with 1, 2, 3, look at Mr. Lee. 1, 2, 3, look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5, look at Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Ah, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Ah, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. In the context of that, I would not say we were running campaign for Mr. Lee, but he was an honorable man, a decent old man, visited all the houses on Galley Street, Center Street, Ronald Street. And so we, the children, were fond of him. And that's how sometimes we got our little recess money to go to school. I don't know what you call that, a pre-season political campaign. I don't know what you call it. A pre-season political campaign. And then Mr. Cummings is moving all around.
Well, I beg to differ on that point.
But let us soup be cooked so you can have the best meat inside.
Nah, but maybe my where we be putting food game.
No. Then I mean you come to take one leg bable, and I know you leg bable. Mr. Cummings is all around town, including Mr. McGill. And I've seen Tiawa Gonglo. He continues to campaign.
Yes.
If you would call that campaign. Recently, he was in the Lee War contest, telling us that the logs were not exported. They could not be marketed. They could not value could not have been added. We come to CDC
I didn't touch anything.
in a similar manner that they have tried to show their ugly photo character in the public domain. CDC has planned a June something honor as chairman.
I want to help.
Molu. And they are not telling us that it is political rally, but they are saying it is a demonstration. But who is demonstrating? Who is demonstrating? From which of the party do you have the demonstrators? It is from CDC. So, as it is up, so it is down. Here in the United States, we see, and Mr. Honorable Nubo brought that point in, we see the leadership of the Republican Party. Even in the Oval Office, he has his MAGA, Make America Great Again. And each and all of the cabinet ministers have that on their text. Now, if someone has a torchlight in his hand or her hand,
It has water on it, so.
if Claudine has a torchlight in her hand and the area is dark, and we are a group of people, whom do we follow? Do we follow the man who is going to the dark, or we follow the man who has the light? It is obvious, therefore, that we will follow the person who has the light. And so that's what politics is all about.
Okay, then let's have
That's what politics is all about. So I would not call that a pre-election campaign. I would try to give a nomenclature such as Claudia said, that people are fond of the senators, like they are fond of Tiawan Konkro, they are fond of Mr. Cummings and Mr. McGay, respectively. And so when they see their cars, their thoughts are centered on today, and if we can buy one piece of cassava to eat something.
I'm running out.
So I will not put all of those things together and say compositely they are running campaign. But of course they are political leader. I want to start right now.
Thank you. So we're almost coming to the end of the program tonight. I want to say this. So we were supposed to have Liberia Youth Cybersecurity Team on the way to, I think, Ghana for some competition. We were supposed to host them tonight, and we got the assurance that they were coming on set. By the time it's 7:17 it was 11:17 there in Liberia, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to have them on the set tonight. So I want to apologize to all of our viewers and listeners. This is radio, people want to come on and sometimes something comes in between and they have to reschedule, and sometimes they just don't show up. That's part of the business, and you roll with the punches, we say here in America. You just accept it and you move on. But I want to talk about our guest tomorrow. We're going to have with us Mr. the Honorable, very honorable man, Mr. Francis Chuchu Horton, as our special guest on the program. I will share with all of you some of the notes that he has shared with me, and it will be on the basis of that note, we'll start the discussion. But I'll share with you, once we leave live here. I just want to let the public know this one, there's no if and but about it. Now, unless something out of our control completely happens, but we are sure that Mr. Horton is going to be on set tomorrow. I'm going to put the flyer out early tomorrow so that we can push it around in various charts so that people are aware that he's coming on. We're going to be talking about, the economy, governance, and of course, resource management. From the past, the present, and we'll look into the future. All right, I wanted to say that, and then we'll repeat it when we end the show, so that people are aware of it. He's a very, very, you will love Mr. Thornton. He's a well-versed, gentleman. So it's going to be a great show tomorrow.
Is that a specific topic?
Yeah. As I'm saying, I will share some other things that he sent to me with you.
Oh, splendid.
Yeah. Okay. Now, having said, let's move on. So there is this thing, Mr. Nippet, that you put in the chat room. I didn't want to talk about it until you come on because you brought it up, and I wanted to do you the honor to introduce it, to talk about it, because it is very interesting. So you have here a story. You have here a story about a young female pilot, a young female fighter jet pilot from the country of Burkina Faso. And there's a story about it here, but I want to hold on to it until you introduce it to us and let us know why you think it's important for us to talk about it. Mr. Nippet?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe in the empowerment of females.
Now I'm finally done.
Surely so that most of my children are females. And I have a mantra for the females that says, if you educate the female girl and she has a child, the man will run away. If she's not educated, she'll be pulling that child along with her, begging from one place to another place. So my focus has always been, even though my boys are educated as well, but my focus has always been in demonstrating a true fatherly love for my girls, to make them to be potent wherever they go. So I ran across this girl. I just forgot her name, and there she's standing by this fighter jet, looking so majestic. The radiance of her face showed patriotism, loyalty to country, that she's going to be dutiful. She's concerned about the welfare of her country. That they have the Tuaregs in the part of Burkina Faso, between Burkina Faso and Mali. That belt is swamped by people who are rebels, and they have inundated the country. As a direct result of that, she made a conscious decision. I'm not going to hold a gun, but I'm going to fly over them and demonstrate that what a man can do, a female can do, even to the best of her abilities. That's number one. Number two, I thought to bring it on set so that our females can be encouraged. Our government can be encouraged to elevate its military from just holding an AK-47, a GMG, and RPG, and demonstrate its potential in the air. Because I see on the horizon, I see problem. And the problem can be contained, it can be minimized. An air reconnaissance will serve as a panacea to anything that will come up in the future. And that's why I thought to put it into the chat room. So if it is possible, the radio morning show can talk about it. If Burkina Faso is doing this, and it's female, one of us female, and there have to be several. I think they just decided because she might have been one of the first, or this elite group of fighters. And so they tried to put her into the newspaper. And that would demonstrate to our girls, our female, that they too can do it. If Burkina Faso can do it, if Ghana can do it, if Guinea can do it, if Libya can do it, Liberia, the oldest independent country in Africa, can certainly do it. But the same is ongoing in Ethiopia. It's ongoing in Kenya. And so that's why I put it in the place. With that said, I think we can begin the conversation around why Liberian females should be interested in this Air Force piloting business. And even I come down a little, they could do it in aircraft because the Kenya women are now flying the Kenya airplane. So that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Napier. Thank you very much. Mine, sir, I saw it and I said it is newsworthy, and we must talk about it because, as you said, these are stories that we don't highlight enough, as a stimulant to what we would want to have done in our own country. You can't be wishing for some. We can't wish something to happen. You got to make it happen. And to see that Burkina Faso, and you like you rightfully said, even Ghana has female pilot. They do, fighter pilot. I don't know if we ever had one in Liberia. I don't know. But so let's talk about this. Let me just read what it's saying here, what the news is reporting. This is from History and Legacy Africa Post. It's a meet Burkina Faso's newest fighter jet pilot. As Burkina Faso continues to strengthen its national defense, more women are stepping into key positions within the country's security forces. From intelligence roles to military leadership to aviation and national security, women are increasingly being entrusted with responsibilities that were once dominated by men. That's a key point right there. For many young girls across Burkina Faso, seeing a woman become a fighter jet pilot sends a powerful message. Don't disagree at all. There are no limits to what you can achieve when given the opportunity. Absolutely. The future of a nation is strongest when all of its talent, men and women alike, are allowed to contribute. Do you think more African countries should encourage women to take leadership roles in defense and national security? That is right there. You, like Mr. Napier described, you see her very charming looking, very young. I can tell you that she's probably not more than 25 years old. But yes, the article asks two questions. First of all, it encourages there's no limit to your ability to achieve when you give an opportunity. And do we think women should be given an opportunity to serve? Let me bring this down so we can begin the conversation. I think the question we should be asking now is how many women are there in the Liberian armed forces? First and foremost, how many women are there? We saw the recent recruiting efforts. I have to really appreciate the government for doing what it did recently with recruitment exercise. They got to come back though. I'm hoping you guys agree with me. They got to come back to let us know, the level. I mean, the women, there were more women that participated in the recruitment. Something excellent in the reading exercise, but did they follow through? Did they complete the training and went into proper, military exercise and recruitment? Did it go through that process, or somebody just felt along the wayside? That happens. We know it happens a lot. So we need to know how much women are there in the Liberian Armed Forces, and are there any that are training for such a combat role? The one thing we need to do. But if not, then we want to encourage the government to start to think along that line. I don't think we do have an Air Force now. I don't think we do. And if we do, they probably are not equipped with, like Burkina Faso, with jet, fighters and other, combat helicopter and all that other stuff. I don't think we do. I've not seen it. If we do, that would be great. But how many are they? And maybe we need to start thinking along the lines. I don't believe in, especially in Africa, militarization. I don't personally believe in that. Of course, we need people in the army. You need people to be, keep the security internally. But to arm you for what? Who's going to fight you? No, I don't believe in that stuff. That is not where I want to go. But you need to have at least some contingency plan, just in case. And so I would appreciate if we can give at least 1 or 2, maybe 5 the most, 5 pilots, a pilot, to be able to, man our jet or helicopter that we may have. Because these things are expensive. I'm telling you no lie. Very expensive to have in your arsenal or as part of your weapon systems. They are not for countries like Liberia. We don't need it. It's very, very expensive. But we take pride in the fact that there's a young African female. I know Mr. Nubo is ready to differ with me. He coming on the camera.
You have 5 seconds left.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, you pulling that information, Mr. Nippin, because we need to celebrate her. She's young.
You have 5 seconds left.
And the armed forces and the Air Force of Burkina Faso for recruiting this very young woman. We appreciate that. We want to see more of that. Thank you so much for putting that information on.
Okay.
No, I'm not coming. I'm going to Mr. Nippy. Hold on one second. I'll come to you.
You want Mr. Nippy? Mr. Nippy was the last person who spoke. And Mr. Nippy will take 1 year again.
Go ahead, Mr. Nippy.
I was just introducing something that I put in the chat room.
Yeah.
And
I
think it went on 2 minutes.
We are
now you come to take almost.
We appreciate it, and we want to swallow that and digest it, before it comes back to you.
Yes.
That's a good post.
All right. I know that's some tabadoo in it, right?
Yeah, tabadoo in it. And dry one too. And pan butter in it.
With kettle all.
Kettle.
Bitter roots.
Bitter root. The one they call case meat.
Oh.
And all inside.
Yeah. All inside.
We used to have Air Force. Maybe Mr. Nippy will tell us how old was our Air Force. And when Brandon Samuka was minister, I asked him, I said, "Oh no, we don't need Air Force." I said, "What about Navy?" He said, "We don't need it. We don't need Navy." So the play toy drone that costs less than $100. If we even had Air Force in Liberia today, they would not have had it. We have 2,000 military personnel, military people, and only 7.5% of them supposed to be females, 150. That is woefully inadequate.
Yes, absolutely. Woefully inadequate.
And Liberia had never had a fighter jet before, and this the country that gained its independence in 1841, 47.
Okay, repeat that again, please. Liberia had never had an Air Force?
We have never had a fighter jet.
Oh, fighter jet, okay.
Yes. And maybe we'll never have it, within the next 20 years. Because you have to organize the Air Force and like turbo time or door time, or have these small air taxi, where they train the pilots. How they used to train them. I know that for sure.
I mean, one of my uncles was a pilot, a military pilot.
Okay.
I don't know what a fighter, but I know he was a pilot.
One of my relatives was going through the training to become a pilot, and he became a pilot.
Mm.
Yes. So we are behind. And I'm trying to be kind to Liberia when I say 20 years, maybe, maybe 50 years before we start dreaming about even a drone.
No, I think given the technology now.
What is it?
Given the technology that's on the market now, I think we should close that gap. It may not be 10 years.
We should. Who will close it? Are you defense minister?
Okay, is defense minister who is thinking ahead, who has heads on his shoulder, will think faster.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, but we are far from there. We are far from there. Mm-hmm. And I have to recircle back to where we were. All these great examples are coming from Burkina Faso. But we are accepting people from Burkina Faso as refugees in Liberia.
Oh, God.
So it's weird. Very weird.
Are we
and you call them, and you call these people, they're pretty woman, energetic woman in that country was given the opportunity to learn how to pilot a fighter jet. And then some people, some farmers, some sister, farmers enter Grand Gate and you say they are migrant economists. I mean, actually, sometimes you can trivialize the whole discussion. Seriously, I'm very serious.
No, I just become practical. Maybe you don't see it.
No, you can trivialize the whole discussion. So, but I want to stop there. Let Honorable Nippy come.
All right.
He brought the great topic on.
Mm-hmm.
Let him, expand on it. And maybe you can explain to him how you call these people migrant or economists, migrant workers or value-added workers when they are stealing our minerals, when they are...
You give me 5 minutes, I'll be coming back. Let me go somewhere quick. 5 minutes, be talking. I'll give you more time. I'll come and just now.
Okay, I'll rest my...
No, I got to tell one now. He already said...
No, that means a nipple time. You blew your case.
Let me make a point because you brought something up, and then maybe you can come back. You see that beautiful pilot that we're referring to?
You want me to come back now, Mr. Nippy?
No, I said let me make my point. Then maybe you can come back.
Who can come back? Me?
Yeah.
Because when you make your point, I will come back and make my point.
Yeah, because
Mr. Nippy.
No, Mr. Nippy said he's running somewhere. He coming, so you want to say?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So the point I'm making here is that I said, and Lekula Fofana said, and I know you're trying to beat on her for saying that, but she's stating the facts. And I can corroborate what she said because I have seen videos to that effect. There are videos out of BIE district in Grangeda County where there are a number of Burkina Faso, Burkinabes living. They called them out in the town. I think they wanted to know how many of them were in the town. And from the people that showed up, they were all young people. All, I'm not saying majority, I mean all in totality. All young people that were there in the group with their wives. And some had children. What I am saying is that out of those numbers, or out of that number, somebody could emerge. Somebody could emerge, Mr. Nubo, to their full potential and become a noble citizen. Your nuclear scientist, your mathematician, your engineer, your best soccer player, your best carpenter, fix some of the beautiful furniture you ever seen on the face of the earth that blows your mind. Some of the best farmers that discover new crops, that understand the soil, and be able to teach our people how to follow, the cultivating seasons based on, the soil type. These are things we're talking about. I am not putting them over the Liberians themselves. I am saying, just like every independent,
I'm back.
No, I have to respond to you.
Let me land on this note.
I have to respond to you before Mr. Nippy come back.
I have to land on this note that you're coming.
Yes.
I'm back already.
No,
Mr. Nippy, hold on. Let me land on this note.
You lost your chance.
Let me land on this note. So, just like
that, you too late, business.
Too late.
Just like every independent group, migrant group. Every migrant group or tribe in. When I mean tribe, I mean tribe in the sense of tribal group. I mean like a group of people, from the same place that have gathered in the foreign land. They coalesce among themselves and they say, we are foreign in this land. And the only way that we can survive here is for our children or for some of us in this group to rise up and achieve the full potential so that they can become our leader.
I beg to differ.
This is where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
You're seeing in America here, Liberians in the American legislature. In fact, more Liberians are going into states legislature. We're seeing it all over the place.
I beg
New York,
to differ.
Minnesota, to Colorado, of all places. We have one here, the Liberian lady here from Colorado. Unbelievable. I was shocked. In the Colorado legislature. Now she's even trying to go to the U.S. legislature. Yes.
Actually, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Go ahead, sir.
So I want to differ with you.
Go ahead, differ with me.
We were here when we brought Mr. Johnson on.
Who is Mr. Johnson?
What the library?
Yeah, son of Leo Johnson.
Leo, yes. And he talked about this Ghanaian boy that is can send helicopters to pick up because he is brilliant in computer coding. And he was in Ghana now. And this brilliant lady, pretty girl, that Mr. Nipe brought about. Where did she learn how to pilot? In her homeland, Burkina Faso. We have, let's say, we can say 80,000 Burkinabes in Grenada. Where they are operating, can you name any school there? Any school that operating in a bush? Where would they educate themselves? Are you calling them economic migrant? You and Kula Fofana? All these people we're talking about in Africa, or when you talk about the how they call it, Namibia, they are twin sisters. One of my picking there, send me the picture. Who are pilots? Twin sisters. They learned that in their home. And these people here, they are dissident, loyal to Blaise Compaoré, and running away from the country that today we are worshiping in Hapo, or in not in Hapo, not in Zwedru, in Africa. We say, this is the country, this is the man who has a dream of Kwame Nkrumah. And the dissidents are running away, coming, and want us to pay them in Ivorian money or Burkinabe money, and this and that, blocking our officers entering or by way of hook or crook into Liberia. And those are the people that you want to preach for. I beg to differ. Mr. Nipe, you got the floor.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. I think your points are very sustaining. They make my day, not because of being xenophobic, but we're trying to make sure that we are not encouraging sleeping cells. Security, national security sleeping cells. Like a lady said, these people here, we are having grenade in their, we are encouraging grenade in our community. And she said that, I think, yesterday. And it's good for you to always go back on that, because it is important for our safety, the safety of our land, the safety of our economy. You don't let a stranger come to your cassava farm, root up all the cassava and take it to his home. All the guys that stranger is coming to plant more cassava. And money is something, when you empower people financially, they can do a whole lot of things. And we've seen it right in Liberia. But let me go back on the topic about the Burkina Faso jet pilot, the female Burkina Faso jet pilot. I recall the army has a section that they call WAC. It's a women army or auxiliary army company, something like that, of the armed forces of Liberia. And If the defense ministry is listening to us, we will be suggesting that they start doing a drafting exercise on young men and women between the ages of 18 to 25, at least 300 to 500 persons from each county. And the Liberian Air Force, we have had an AFL, they used to call that reconnaissance. And the reconnaissance effort headed by General Albert White. He had his farm somewhere in
Grand
no, Carisburg.
Oh, okay.
Colonel Albert T. White.
Okay.
Okay. And in that arrangement was Colonel Arthur B. there. Arthur D. B. there. Then we have, he's from Grand Crew County. We have Captain Prince Page. We had Captain Alfred Weiss, Colonel Setro, who died. And those were the people who were forming the Armed Forces Air Force, with the view of elevating it to a factor status. I don't think it is late. I think we are the best on the continent. When our ladies can go for it, our young boys can go for it. And that's why I'm strongly suggesting that the Secretary of, we used to call them Secretary, the Secretary of Defense. The Secretary of Defense start thinking about recruiting people. Instead of recruiting people and drafting them. And I hear our distinguished brother say he doesn't think. But if somebody can come across your territory because they feel that they are 15,000 people strong and you are only 2,000, and then you start to think critically, constructively. And then you start asking yourself, what do I do? I think the president is thinking along those lines, and I applaud him for that thought. But being the kind of man he is, he goes about doing anything quietly. So I know for sure he's thinking. So we have to do drafting. Depending on the county side, we take more people from that county. And then we enlist them in the armed forces of Liberia. On the training of female pilots, we have friendly countries around the world that we could approach. One of them being Germany, Italy, France, and the United States of America. We could broadcast them. Say for instance, we got 200 persons to train as pilots. So we start engaging these friendly countries, and they tell us we can train your pilots and we'll give you aircraft. So if they're going to train the pilots, for instance, Germany, and give out 10 aircraft, that means they got 10 persons trained already. They give out 10 aircraft. France is going to train our people and give out 5 aircraft, or 15 aircraft. By the time you look, we will be having potential, and we will be equal with the likes of Ghana, the likes of Ethiopia, the likes of all of the other countries. Intermittently, you will hear my grandson. He is he's a little smart little guy. So what he's doing his lesson, sometimes he shouts out of control. So I hope we can know that, so we cannot say, oh, Mr. Nippes, there's something in your background. So I think there's a way out, there's a way to do it. All we have to do, begin the process now. There is a tornado
a safety net she had built with her own.
At the frontier of the Republic of Liberia, or on the frontier of our
She
country.
wasn't careless with it, not even
And
close.
this is why I'm coming
She made a
with this
decision early
point.
on that most people
And
never
that's why I was encouraged
She built the
to put in our child room the female parlor.
access it easily.
So we go to Grand Gila, we take 200 people from there.
Protect everything she had worked for.
Once we can engage the friendly countries of the world,
Front door and feel safe.
definitely they'll be willing to train our people. And I want to just stop right
Chain
there.
it and remove the handle.
Thank you.
Courtney White was
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got 7 minutes. 6 minutes to go, gentlemen. Mr. Nubala here, you got close up, and will you?
Oh, so we wrap up. Close
Let me-
now.
Huh?
We wrap up. Close up.
Yeah, because we got 6 minutes to go. But let me go for it. You can follow.
vacation.
And we're taking 2 minutes each.
Withdrawal slip.
It was a good show. Yeah, it was a good show.
Okay.
I want to apologize to the listening audience. You know, we did put a flyer tonight that this group was coming over to be our special guest tonight, but unfortunately they didn't show up. That is the nature of the business we do. You know, people try to take off on the busy schedule, but sometimes that schedule don't allow them to do so. And so they forfeit, you know, their appearance on the show. But we want to, in spite of that, I want to apologize to you, the viewers and the listeners. But tomorrow we have a very, very exciting show coming up. We have a special guest, very, very well abreast, in the persons of Mr. Francis Chuchu Horton, who is going to be with us tomorrow. And now, I don't know, Mr. Nipe and Mr. Nubo, whether he's going to spend the whole time with us. I got to ask him about that, and I'll put it in the flyer when I send the flyer out. But if he's not going to spend the whole time with us, we do have a standby guest. Well, not standby, another guest who we're trying to move to Monday. But if Mr. Chuchu Horton don't spend the whole time with us, we want to be able to slide him into that slot. But I think he is the Secretary General of Liberty Party. You know, we're trying to bring him on, Mr. Kula. Well, all the same, you know, whatever, however it works.
Which Kula?
Let me see if I can find his name here. Well, you know another Kula?
No, call it phone. I do like GSC Kula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting guy. He have comments and yeah, bring it on. Martin Kula.
That's the name. Martin Kula.
Yeah, bring him on.
That's Martin Kula, yes. Yeah, that's Martin Kula, yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For my closing, I say, we are maybe 20 or 50 years away from improving our Air Force. And even, bringing female in the military. Currently, we have about 150. So, what if we say, we should have 1,500 recruited? And if we are doing it by population, 547 supposed to come from Masurado County, 178 from Nimba, 134 from Bone, from Lofa 105, From Mangibi, 87. From Basalt, 84. From Grand Gator, 62. From Cape Mount, 51. From Maryland, 49. Sino, 43. River G, 36. Go down all the way to River 6, 26.
What are you basing?
That is based on the 2022 census report.
Okay, but how does that relate to the armed forces and the quota you get?
No. You recruiting people. You do that on population. You doing development. You do it based on population, and that is based on the census, regardless of how tainted that 2022 census was. I know some people were celebrating, but that's what we have now.
I'm a guy. Let's look at this, Mr. Nova. I'm a guy from Rivercess.
Okay.
Hypothetical. I'm a guy from Rivercess, and he said 20 recruits would have come from my county. What are you basing that on?
Rivercess, I base on the population of Rivercess.
Okay, what's the percentage you're looking at?
The percentage of the population is 1.73% from Rivercess.
Okay.
Bapolu 1.83.
Okay.
Grand Crew 2.08. River G 2.37. Bummy 2.55. Sino 2.88. Maryland 3.29. Grand Cape Mount 3.41. Grand Gator 3.13. So that way it is on. And Maserado, you find everybody there. That's the melting point.
Yeah.
So that 549 will also include people from these counties here.
I want to also put that there to give them a detailed information.
Yes.
So you started reading the number, so I didn't know how you got it.
Yeah. I mean, some of you who claim that you're from Monrovia, that Liberia is Monrovia. Monrovia or Maserati is 36.59%. That amount to 549 personnel, Army personnel coming from Maserati County.
Right.
I don't know how many of them will come from New Crewtown. I don't know how many of them will come from Bushel Quarter. How many of them will come from West Point? So there are these Zuba Town. There are the counties will meet. And you go, you check it seriously. The proper muscle ridings, they might not even reach 15%.
Well, look. Is there a proper muscle riding?
And
is or are there a proper muscle riding? How do we call it?
Oh well, yes.
And who are they?
They are the Basel, the crew people. One of my relatives were telling me, he was asking me, he said, what you call Dupo Road? You know what Dupo Road mean? I said, no. He said that Dupo, they call it football, but we call it differently. We're the river people that do river foot, that do boat road, not do boat road. So your people are still there. they are still there. we even though some of them got assimilated, and that's the same thing that happened to some people from all over the place. They got assassinated. So, it would be hard, to find maybe George Numo came from Maryland or from Puyallup district 10 years ago. Maybe he was standing and saying, I'm not a proper Maserati. Yeah, the IG people who were there, before they walk in, I said, that we are playing here.
That we are playing here. Okay. Thank you, Mr. George Newell.
So let me close there.
Okay. Mr. Nippet, I get 2 minutes, sir, and so we can go.
Mr. Nippet going to sleep.
Answer from Chase.
I don't eat.
We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah?
And the reason wasn't complicated. It came.
We had a very good show, and
policy buried inside.
we came from the Liberian Ivorian border, and I want to include the Guinean and Sierra Leone borders as well,
Unauthorized transactions.
because they are all part of the Mano River Union.
30 days.
And what happened on one side could affect the other side.
Outside the reimbursement period.
So it is both
Been happening for more than
a political matter, and
the window had
it can be handled bilaterally
again and again.
through the ECOWAS
In those windows, Chase concluded
authority,
the liability did not rest.
as was made
Why this policy exists.
in the document that formed ECOWAS.
Customers to monitor their
And that is why we have one passport,
stops.
the ECOWAS passport.
The faster unusual activity.
The migrants of Burkina Faso are coming. It's a serious problem for our country.
Here's the practical lesson.
And I think the government is trying to
Enroll in transactions.
put this team together to see how they can address it.
Not tomorrow. Now.
Again,
Review
it's a bilateral kind of
single month. Even
conversation,
accounts you barely touch.
because it's a policy matter.
You
Of
barely
course,
touch. Because the
with the
longer
security.
than
Then we have this young man who shot himself in the foot.
anyone to help you.
Mr. Kuyate.
The hardest possible way
Mr. Kuyate issue is about grandstanding.
was not coming back.
You are not representing
Since that
Samora Mache.
the case is still
He
unresolved.
was now
The most
He was now representing General Rulens.
and it may stay that
He was now representing Dumuya. He was now representing Amaka Cabra, nor Marcus Gabi. We just went swinging, and diplomats don't talk that way. So it was ethical.
the recordings have been
Ethical
overwritten and
problem.
discarded long before anyone knew to look for them.
Then we came
So,
to
the person or people who walked into that
people
place
campaigning.
dozens of times, who presented false
And we mentioned about the CDC plan, June campaign. We see Tiawan Congo. We see Cummings. We see McGill. And the two gentlemen that you need.
White says
Whether they are positioning themselves earlier, we don't know.
2 decades
But we think they because of the pocket being empty. So that's why they are doing it.
not by a data breach,
And to buttress my point, I brought in E. Dupening Lee,
by someone who simply walked
whose car we used to run behind, and by the time we took him to his house opposite the Somerville's on Gale Street,
just a person.
he would take out $10 and give it to her. We all would go into euphoria and start jumping up.
Claimed to be someone they were not.
Then we came to the lady with the jet pilot from Burkina Faso.
And again,
Be that as it may that we are having migrants, there is one lesson to learn.
and by the
Is
time
that our
White
female
backed
can do the same thing.
there was nothing left to find.
Our female can be captain
2001,
of ship,
over time she
like
worked
in
through
Ghana,
winters.
like in
On holidays,
Nigeria.
she gave up.
They can be fighter pilots, like in Kenya, now in Burkina Faso, Ghana,
To stand on.
and Nigeria, respectively.
And somewhere out there,
So I had a way of looking at it that we need 500 persons from each of the county. Where do we start the recruitment? We do it right in the school. We do it right in the school, and we start to draft young men. All we got to do is send our application forms. The military send their application forms in the school. The problem with those young men, while they're in junior high school, they're in William V. Stockman High, that the Army is going to make sure that they support you until you graduate from high school, and then you are enlisted in the Army. And if we did that 500 persons per county, we will be having 7,500 men at the end of the day. In that number, therefore, we can have at least 30 females who are pilot, or 10 females who are pilot, and we have 20 men who are pilots. So 10 plus 20, that's 40 pilot jet we have. And there are friendly countries right now who are willing to help us. Provider, the only provider will make those strategic moves. With that, I want to welcome the fact that we'll be having Honorable Francis Chuchu Horting, a very renowned banker, a distinguished public servant, to speak on and lay this matter of Kouyaté to rest. So that people can say, oh, he spoke well, and the people think that because of the corruption basis. No, he went out of the ethical boundaries, and that's why he's being booted out. And we look forward to having Mr. Martin Kula as well, a very distinguished young man who graduated from the University of Liberia. It is my pleasure to thank you, and unfortunately we are not on the actual set, but I think we are on radio, if we are.
We're on radio. We're on all the platforms.
Oh, okay, excellent. And it's a pleasure to thank you for hosting as always. The energy you bring on this platform, the discussions that you bring. Mr. Nubo, I want to say thank you so much. Claudie, welcome. But I don't want to stop there. There are two important personalities that just as important as we are. So people can say, Amanda, we are now important too. I want to raise my hand up for Councillor D and to ask you to convey our warm wishes, get well soon to Councillor D. Mr. Kasser, we have not seen Mr. Kasser. Even if he can come 2 times a day, that will be fine. He can choose to come at 7 o'clock, that will be fine, as we have Claudie now.
Yeah.
And then we have not seen the veteran Smiths. You need to encourage the veteran Smith to come so that we can have a full house. With that, and without much ado, I want to say it was a splendid show, and thank you so very much.
Thank you so much as well, Mr. Nippet.
Thank you, Mr. Nepe.
Yeah,
and actually, if you are interested in a breakdown for Grand Gator, I can give it to you.
What breakdown?
The recruitment of the females, 1,500. Chin District 22. Kampala District 10.
For what?
Putu District. The 1,500 female I want for them to recruit for the military.
Oh.
I'm
not interested in that.
Huh?
I'm not interested in that, sir.
Oh, you're not interested in that? Oh, okay. That.
Why do that?
Why not?
Because I don't.
Those are the boys. Your local government ought to make if that is the government policy. Those are the people in local government supposed to make sure they recruit, but they will recruit everybody in Monrovia.
Yeah, of course. You know.
So
yeah. That's how it works.
No, that's why we'll be drumming it on this show. If we can even spend 10 minutes on it.
Right.
Let's look back to what happened to us a few days. We need approximately 15,000 or 20,000 people to be in the Army. And it is doable from all of the schools. to drafting. They put
Be careful. Be careful.
the
what you read.
application out. Why?
Because you don't have the financial bandwidth. You can't
Oh
even
no.
you can't even pay the regular civil servant.
Mhm.
Imagine you get military people who you can't pay on time. That's a time bomb.
Mhm.
The very
And,
security that
Well,
you
you know,
and who is
this is
responsible?
why we're doing
Who is
no. This is
responsible
why
for that?
we're doing
Are the
incrementally.
investors?
Incrementally, we'll do it,
you don't
and that
have
will cause the government. Come in, Mr. Right, and that will cause the government to slice some of the high expenditures. For instance, the $60,000 cars that people are riding around here.
if
So
that if
instead of
that's gonna happen, it
60,000,
would have happened a long time ago, Mr. Nippy.
oh no, but when the baby crying, the mother will not pay attention. The father will not pay attention until the baby start crying and yelling.
People
What
cry.
happened to this ball? So we will have to jump it. That's what I'm saying. As long as we become the town crier, government is going to listen.
Now you see
But we
why
got to
some
do something
people
about
are
protecting
blaming,
ourselves.
but that's why some people are blaming President Boycott. Because these are
For
things
what?
that we all sang song about. With all the noise that we could make about. We need to stop all the wasteful spending that really don't benefit the general public. You know, how can you got no money going into infrastructure development? Nothing at all. Everything going to recurrence. 3 years going on. In fact, he keep increasing his current budget. It's supposed to be decreasing. Then what is it? If you want Liberia go in the right trajectory, that recurring budget has to come down so that it free up more money.
I agree.
But it can't ever.
So you see,
They built another layer on top.
But this is where we come in, Mr. Wright. We have a civil responsibility.
We do. That one is true. But
And contingent on our civil responsibility, we can be telling the government and asking them, go to Article 1. Article 1 gave us the power. We're not going to fight we're bringing an intelligent conversation to the president so that he can be protected and so that he leaves a legacy so that the country after him, it does not fall down, especially when you have migrants coming in droves. You see? So that's why we're making these suggestions. I mean, it's only a suggestion, and if the studio will allow us to take even 10 minutes, a total of 20 minutes or 30 minutes on the Burkina Faso issue, and then the recruitment of army personnel, that would be commendable, highly commendable. So with that said, I want to turn it back over to you, sir, and it's always a pleasure to salute our audiences. Thank you for the night.
Yeah.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you so much, Mr. Nippy. And on that note, we're going to stop right there. We're going to do a little bit of hurdle tomorrow before the show.
Yeah, good night, George Noble.
And we're going to do a little bit of hurdle tomorrow before the show. We're going to call you and call, Mr. Nubo so that we'll hurdle before we come on. Because I think Mr. Nubo and I spoke and he made a suggestion. We're talking off air. We'll do it tomorrow before the show, and we'll decide going forward.
But don't forget, if you can reach Mr. Day, Councillor Day and Councillor what is his name? Cashel.
Yeah, Cassel's supposed to be on tonight. He said we go come up for 1 hour, but then we didn't get the guest, so I didn't send the link. But
And encourage Mr. Zaza too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I think gradually they're going to come back full time. Gradually.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Zaza is already back. Of course, Claudia is back.
Mr. Wright was there yesterday, but he didn't show up today.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you and find out what's going on.
But here's what you could do. Here's what you could do, just as you did it with the shifting of the personnel. You could ask them when they would wish to come on, and then let them be fair to themselves, and say, I can come on Tuesday and Friday. So we have the schedule. Tuesday and Friday, they will come. And those of us who can afford to be here every day, then we can be here.
That's a great one. I would definitely get a commitment from them. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So that will be the end of the program tonight. Thank you for coming. Chris is probably in the back there. I don't have to call him because it's 12. He probably, doing his thing. I'll just shut it down from here. So I'll see you guys. It was a good show. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow. Same place, same time. Bye-bye.